Go.
ADHD. Children are being diagnosed every day with ADHD and placed on prescription drugs in order to help. There is no test to prove a diagnosis of ADHD really exists. How many children, age ranging 6 to 12 years old, do you know that talk a lot and have a lot of energy? I know a lot of kids and adults that talk a lot. Suppose at that age they just sat around like zombies. Would you think something was wrong with them? After 25 years of researching ADHD, they have still failed to validate this as a disease, but yet they have a variety of prescription drugs to give these children. About 7 years ago, when my son was in pre-K, I also received so many calls from teachers and principals saying that he had symptoms of a child with ADHD. After months of going back and forth with teachers about his behavior, I was suggested that I needed to get him tested for ADHD. I was unaware of what ADHD was or that so many children were being diagnosed with it. I did take him to a child psychiatrist, and 30 minutes after his visit, he was diagnosed with ADHD, also known as Attention Deficient Hyperactivity Disorder. I was amazed that 30 minutes without my presence that they could come up with something so serious as a disease that he would need medication for. I'm going to speak about two things: what doctors say the symptoms are to be diagnosed with ADHD, and the medicine that is being prescribed for children that are diagnosed with ADHD. The symptoms of being ADHD: often talks excessively. I know a lot of children and adults that are talkative. Often blurts out answers before questions have been finished. We as adults sometimes do this, and it doesn't mean that we're out of control. Is often easily distracted. Does everyone always pay attention to everything all the time? Does not give close attention to detail. If you're only 6 years old, how much detail skills will you have? Are these behaviors typical kids being kids? Certain doctors are controlling these symptoms by prescribing medications that's supposed to help kids with these behaviors. What are the children being prescribed? Adderall XR. Side effects include headaches, emotional changes, seizures, tics, aggravated behavior, and increased heart rate. Ritalin. Side effects include irritability, depression, psychosis, paranoia, and sudden death. Disoxin. Side effects include dizziness, feeling of well-being, and irregular heartbeat. Concerta. Side effects: nausea, loss of appetite, vomiting, chest tightness, confusion, and suicidal thoughts. Diagnosis of ADHD should be taken serious and treated properly, but the proper treatment for some may not be for others. In the school system, ADHD is being used by teachers to avoid giving the one-on-one attention that a particular student may need. The side effects of treatment are very risky, especially for a young child. Being off task and not paying full attention to what is going on around you should not be classified as a symptom of ADHD, because at any given moment we all can transform into that state of mind. We need to give our youth the opportunity to fully develop their personalities and personal traits. If we continue to pacify this development with medication, we are ruining many of our children's future and chance for a quality education. In 2004, the Navy Times published an article about processing applicants for interest in the United States military. One of the disqualifications for entry into the Navy was being on any drug or stimulant to help behavior disorder. All of the medications used for ADHD treatment are considered drug-treating behavior disorders, which means that anyone who has been diagnosed or treated for ADHD did not qualify for military service. I would rather we all take on more responsibility and deal with normal everyday behavior on our children than eliminate future dreams and opportunities that may have them in their life.